Okay, hi Ali and Jim. Here's my proposal discussing the blog as follows. As you can see in this letter that I'm going to email you, the first option is full content management. That'll include research of all trending topics, creation of blog posts, a keyword-rich analysis, additional meta tags, the creation of link backs for traffic, institution of engaging the audience with questions, pictures, videos, and of course the editorial calendar. That's going to be 1 month at $500 for the month with 5 days a week posting. I also advise my clients to typically, what you can see here is institution of engaging the audience with questions, is to typically offer a free webinar or a YouTube video separate from one that you already have on your site in the blog. This also should all be linked up with your social media so that you have a full symbiotic circle. The second option is managing the site with streaming content and a combination of e-zine authors. This option will have keywords, 5 days of posting, and an editorial calendar. It's not going to be guaranteed to have pictures and videos. The meta tags will be created based on the authors that create the documents. The link backs for traffic will be adequate, but they won't be as high rated as if I research and write the articles myself. E-zine authors are typically free authors that simply want to contribute their names to get the word out. If you look at, I'm going to scroll down here for you. If you look at the site webpronews.com, you'll see some of our authors. There are e-zine authors that we have used, but we've had to tweak their content significantly to make it a newsletter or WebPro News worthy. Also, WebPro News is just a great site for you guys to check out. It's offering a lot of tutorials, lots of information on having your business on the web. Okay, as we were getting back to this, the third option is to create streaming content in coordination with your developer, Cameron. Optimize for keyword analysis is included, of course, in the acquisition of streaming content. That's 1 month at $250. Out of these three options, as I said before, the first option is the priority, or should be your priority, to get you back on track. Why? Well, originally you said it was Google Spider that you thought had knocked you down a few pegs. Google bots do have something that some people refer to as spiders. This Google bot can knock your index rating down. However, it's actually Google Panda's institution of algorithms that has changed the way in which Google picks up sites. And they could have just now tagged you. So, according to Google, first let's go. If you optimize the first package, I would like to show you that the first package is the best because with it you're going to have originality, header tags that break up content, increase word counts in the blog, alternative tags for all images, and descriptive tags. This is what Google wants to see. Also, excuse me, what counts as high quality site. This is taken directly from Google, and I encourage you to take a look at it. It'll kind of help you wrap your mind more around Google's algorithms. These questions are all questions that I ask myself when I create any blog. Also, look at this. Does the site duplicate, overlap, or have redundant articles on the same or similar topics with slightly different keyword variations? Remember that tab we discussed about the additional services on the pages that I rewrote for you? This is where Google will find that you have that same value-added service at the bottom of every page, so it shouldn't be there. You should only have one page for the services. This is directly from Google. Again. Now, how much quality control is done on the content? Meaning, is the content fresh? Is it original? Does it describe both sides of the story? Is it actual content or spam? Is the basis of all these questions. The next steps to this is if you're interested in the blog, then I will send out a contract via EchoSign, and then I bill for services. Because I do these weekly, I typically require I typically require clients to send half up front. And then, as we discussed earlier, the SEO management of your current writer is also my forte, but that is separate from blog management. I can direct, optimize, encourage, and have the writer create a buzz based on my expertise. I would require a weekly Skype meeting with them if I were to manage. If you are interested in that, different weekly rate will apply, or I can bundle the package, so it could be what would be a $200 a week SEO management job plus the $500 for the blogging. Obviously it would be $800. I would mark that down for $750 for a month, and then that would be half up front. With my work, you're going to have guaranteed results. I'm not going to promise results without statistics, and if we do run into roadblocks, then I am able to find ways as a professional that I know and to avert disaster. I just wanted to go back to this page here so you can see the medical billing services that we discussed. Immediately, they come up the first on my Google browser. They are in 78 Google Plus circles. 78 Google Plus circles. The reason why? It brings them to the top. Not only are they on Facebook, not only are they on Twitter, they are on 78 Google Plus circles, and that is through your social media package. So your expert that you're using for social media should have a knowledge of Google Plus, and if so, they should be using it. They should also be on YouTube and LinkedIn, as this company is. This is what's bringing them to the top and driving them forward. They're dynamic, they're integrated with social media, and I'm pretty sure that they offer several YouTube videos. Let's check out one of their videos. Okay, this looks like they have staff, and their staff upload videos. For instance, practice fusion billing codes, EHR billing efficiency, software paradise. All keywords. There's their site. Now, this is something that you might want to think about to effectively double our chances of getting higher rankings. So let's go back. I'm almost finished with this presentation. I just wanted to touch on these topics. Now, we talked about their blog. Their blog is one whole tab. Color schemes match. Immediately when you click on their blog, they use Aweber, which is awesome. Marketing software, free. But I'm sure they have upgraded to the paid subscription. So this is going to also increase their chances. They have a newsletter. They have software available to keep you updated not only when you're online looking for things, but when you're checking your email. So that's another plus in their court. They use infograms, and this is something that I use when I create blog posts. An infogram, excuse me, there we go. An infogram is going to really enhance your viewers. You can see they've got their tweeting all on the right panel here. And let's look at their tweeting. You said you had 20 tweets. Shouldn't have 20 tweets. It's quite a few. You'll notice they're only doing 1, 2, 3. 3. So the average is, as I said, 6 to 1. So if you're going to post one, you have to retweet to somebody else. And usually it's only about 3 to 4 a day. Or 5. I've done 5, and that's been fine. But any more than that is spam. So you see that. 7 hours ago, 8 hours ago, 11 hours ago. And they have a set system. I'm sure they use Hootsuite for that. So you might want to see if you can get your guy to put up a Twitter discussion there on the sidebar. You want to have a blog roll. All of these things is what should be incorporated into your blog. And you can see that they have dynamic site postings, highlighted with tags, other things you might like, related posts, and of course the share button. And they're even on Pinterest now too. Pinterest is growing by leaps and bounds. So my advice, set up the blog, get the $500 a month content, use me to SEO manage, advise your social media person to get you into Google+, to post efficiently with Twitter and Facebook, sign you up for LinkedIn and pin it. That is the problem sometimes. There are people that can post to Twitter for you. They might have a mediocre knowledge of the practice. However, their basis is on quantity and not quality. So sometimes that's just how the cards fall. I hope you enjoyed my presentation. If you guys have any questions, you can feel free to Skype me. Any questions about budgetary needs, feel free to Skype me, and we can set up a call, or you can just IM me. Again, thanks.